It's a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. It's a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery, a My Little Pony mystery. We're back, we're back, we're back. So's he. Da 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 da. My Little Pony Mystery number 13. The Ponies and Pets to the Rescue. Tape 2, Side A. The Ponies and Pets didn't actually go to Desiree's rescue on Friday the 28th of April though, because they listened to one more of Pinkie Pie's superstitions. She said that you must not do anything which you needed a lot of luck for, such as rescuing somebody, on a bank holiday weekend, or the Friday preceding it, which the 28th of April would have been. Instead, they decided that they should go and rescue Desiree on Tuesday the 2nd of May, when the bank holiday would be well and truly over, and hopefully they would have lots of luck in rescuing their human friend. No one's ever going to come and try to save us, are they? Desiree said on Monday the 1st of May 2006. It doesn't seem like it, does it, you know? Kathy said. If Twinkle had heard that we had, gone missing, I think that he would have, made somebody come out here and, look for us. I think that you're, right there, Kathy, Poncho said. I would have thought that, someone would have come and, saved us by now. I think that Gusty and, Mile and Mimic are even keeping it a secret that we've, disappeared. So no one's ever gonna come and save us, We can't give up hope, Desiree said. Maybe we ought to look for a way out. I know we've already looked, but maybe we should just give it one last try and see if there is any way out. There isn't, a way out, Desiree, and you know that. We have just gotta, hope that somebody has, heard that we have gone missing, or discovered those ponies you talked about, leaving at the top of the, rainbow. And they will have told them what has happened to, you. There has got to be a way out of here, Desiree cried out. Those ponies at the top of the rainbow may not have been discovered, in which case I've got to take them somewhere where they'll be safe. Desiree, there is, no way out of here. That is correct, Desiree, I'm, afraid to say. So, I don't think that there's anything that we can do. But we have got to get out of here. We have got to save ourselves if no one else is going to save us. Oh, still, came a rather nasty voice from outside. A voice which Desiree recognized as helper number 14's. The helper did not come in, though. Instead, a black pony appeared at the door. The Black Pony of Darkness. As helper number 14 said, you're not still trying to find a way out, girl from Earth. Haven't you been in this dungeon enough times to know that there is no way out, unless you're on the outside of the dungeon and able to open the door? At the sound of this evil cackle, the Black Pony of Darkness's 39 Black Pony friends raced through the door and surrounded Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho. There is no way out, girl from Earth, the Black Pony of Darkness said. No way out. At all. Nowhere to turn. Such a predicament no pony can help. With the awful state you're in, you might as well quit. Now in my case you'll sit and sit, there's nowhere to go. You can't run, you're too slow. It's a shame that you came and ran into bad luck. Now you're locked up, stuck.
Don't dream there'll be
any escape from me.
Your old life is gone, like mine.
You're the pony I used to be.
They're not nice anymore, no.
I used to live on a farm years ago.
Not anymore, no.
You're not sweet in my name, ho ho.
I'm not sweet, am I?
I brought your bad luck.
Now you're
Locked up, stuck. Core aiming darkness has taken you from your ponies.
a baby taken from your guinea pigs too.
Black ponies are nicer than other ponies.
They think they're beautiful.
Loving and sweet. No pony more sickly you'll ever meet. Nowhere to turn. Such a predicament no pony can help. With the awful state you're in, you might as well quit. Now in my cage you'll sit and sit, there's nowhere to go. You can't run, you're too slow. It's a shame that you came and ran into bad luck. Now you're locked up, stuck. And with that final evil cackle, the black ponies and their helpers turned and walked out of the dungeon, leaving Desiree, Kathy and Poncho alone in the dark and gloomy dungeon once more. It was almost 8 p.m. when Sparkle, Splodge, Twinkle, Dodge and a group of My Little Ponies climbed into Pinkie Pie's hot air balloon, ready to fly to Nightmare Land, hoping to save Sparkle and Splodge's owner, Desiree. I do hope that it's not too late, Dodge said. So do I, Twinkle agreed. Because, two of my siblings are, in there as well. We have just gotta, save them, Well, it's our owner that we're trying to save as well, Sparkle said. So don't think that you're the only one who's worrying. And it's my owner that we're trying to save too. So don't you go saying that, Sparkle, making it sound like she's just your owner. I thought that you and Sparkle didn't have arguments, my dearest brother, Dodge said. Well, on this occasion we do, Splodge cried. After all, we're all very nervous, aren't we? What are we gonna do if we can't save her? There is no reason to be nervous, Splodge, Pinkie Pie said to the black-nosed Abyssinian guinea pig, who was now chewing his front toenails nervously. We will save her. I can guarantee that. But oh no, we're not gonna be able to save her. Be quiet, Splodge. If you're so nervous, then we may well not be able to save her, because you will put everybody off of making their plans. Well, I've already made my plans, Sparkle, Truly said. I think that we ought not go to near Nightmare Land in this balloon, Pinkie Pie. Otherwise the black ponies might see us. I think that we ought to park the balloon a little way away and maybe camp out for the night. Then, tomorrow, we won't have had a long journey to tire us out, which means we'll be able to get straight into Nightmare Land and save Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho. Except that we'll never be able to save Kathy, Gusty said. So you should correct yourself there, Truly, and say that we can go straight in and try to save them. You mean to say that you don't think I'll ever see Poncho again? Mimic asked. No way, Gusty replied. All that's gonna happen is that we're gonna get caught by the black ponies ourselves. So Larry, Tot, well at least if that happens, then I might actually get to meet, Kathy and Poncho. Oh no, that had not even occurred to me. Even more bad luck. What do you mean by that? Dodge asked. You know that it's like a common belief that if, anybody else apart from the owner of a guinea pig looks upon a guinea pig who lives in Paradise Estate at the time that another guinea pig is living in the estate, which of course is me, which is why I feel guilty that Kathy and Poncho have disappeared, then it is considered, bad luck. So if we're, captured, then maybe we'll, never escape. Except that I never actually, believed in that belief, if you know what I mean. Yes or no, or, well, do you or don't you? We sorta understand you, Twinkle, Pinkie Pie said. But I think that you ought to calm down now. Look, we're at the point where I'm intending on stopping for the night. Then we go and save Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho tomorrow. And yes, we will save them. Whatever these silly bad luck beliefs are. Well, that's good coming from the most superstitious one of a lot of us. Please, everybody, let's just stop arguing now, Sparkle said. He's right there, We ought to just stop arguing for a moment and work out how we're going to save them, Lofty said. And so, Truly, Lance, Lofty, Pinkie Pie, Gusty, Mimic, Twinkle, Dodge, Sparkle and Splodge sat down in the hot air balloon, which was just a little way from Nightmare Land, but where they were intending to spend the night, and started to discuss their plan for the following day, when they would try to save Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho. Desiree and the two captured guinea pigs, meanwhile, were still sitting in the dungeon, not knowing quite what to do. She, Kathy, and Poncho had searched everywhere, but there was no way out. I remember a time, Desiree said, when I was down on Earth at the My Little Pony Rescue Home, complaining about all of the humans who were being nasty to me. I thought that I was in a bad situation then. But since I came to Ponyland, where I thought all of my problems would be solved, my situation has only got worse. Which is exactly what I said before, Desiree, Kathy said. We thought we were, in a bad situation in the pet shed, but we were lucky at that time, compared to what we are, now. It seems like many years have passed since I was down on Earth, when I thought that my situation could not get worse. But actually, that time that I remember was not so long ago. I remember not so long ago when things were better. I remember every single day with my good friends. Now I dream that I was back and with my guinea pigs playing. I have no hope, only wish this nightmare would end. I wish I could see those ponies again, like I did before. See Lance around truly again. I close my eyes and count to 10. Sooner and back then, I wish that I could see my little ponies again. I wish this dungeon and the BPs would disappear this minute, and later be replaced by a pony who I love. Let me see Lofty or Pinkie Pie with a red balloon that loves and Dodge me on their way on truly with her rescue dogs. I wish I could see those ponies again, like I did before. Hear Dodge and Twinkle arguing again. I close my eyes and count to 10. Sooner and back then, I wish that I could see my little ponies again. wish. I think that we will, get out of here somehow, Desiree. You know, I've just got, one of those feelings about it. I don't know, Kathy, Desiree replied. Even I am starting to doubt it now. At 8 p.m. the following day, the ponies in the hot air balloon had finally decided on their plan, and all of the MLPs, apart from Gusty and Mimic, who would be staying in the hot air balloon, so that the ponies could make a quick getaway if they did save Desiree, started to make their way towards the Iron Gate. The ponies walked up to the wall which surrounded Nightmare Land and began to walk along by the side of it. "This is the gate that I told you about," Truly said when they finally reached the iron structure, the only way into Nightmare Land. "As you can see, there's a rather large padlock here, and I can see a way that we could get in. There is no key, and although the padlock is large, the keyhole is actually very small, and I can't think of anything that we could actually fit in there to pick the lock. I was hoping that one of you guinea pigs might be able to think of a way to do it." Twinkle took a step towards the padlock and had a closer look at it. I think of something that we could fit into that keyhole, you know. The keyhole might be pretty small to a pony who couldn't get their hoof in there, but I think that if I could get my paw in there, then I could, use my paw to pick the lock, you know? What do you think, Splodge, Dodge, and Sparkle, of course? Yes or no? Well, what do you think? A splendid idea, I do think. Yes, my dearest friend. Sounds like a brilliant idea. Well, I hope so, Twinkle. I really do hope so. Because really, I think that we are Desiree's, Kathy's, and Poncho's last hope. So we must go to their rescue.
As we get into Nightmare Land, he locked the iron door. The Twinkle gets it open with a movement of my paw.
The ponies cheered as the iron gate came open. The next problem that the ponies found, though, was that there was a giant rock just behind the gate, which meant that they could only open it a crack. The ponies just slipped through, one at a time. But Splodge was so desperate to save his owner that he couldn't be bothered with waiting for all of the ponies to walk through the little gap where the gate was open, and so he tried to get between two of the iron rungs which formed the gate. He got halfway through, though, and found that he could go no further. "Somebody help me! Oh no, I've got stuck! What am I gonna do? I can't get any further! What am I gonna do, Dodge?" The little black-nosed guinea pig asked his brother. "You should have waited patiently. Or you should have lost some weight. I told you that you had too many cucumber cakes the other day, didn't I, Splodge?" "Yeah, well, I'll listen to you in future, Dodge. But right now, what am I gonna do? I can't get through." "Don't worry. We'll get you out," Sparkle said. "No, I want you to go and save my owner. Leave me here and go on without me. I don't think that I would have been able to do much anyway, and I've never liked going towards the Black Pony's castle. I'm sure I trust you to save her." "And what about Kathy and Poncho?" Twinkle said. "You'll be able to save them as well. Just leave me here, because I want you to go and save my owner as fast as possible." And so the little group of ponies and guinea pigs left Splodge, trapped in the iron gate, and continued on their journey towards Nightmare Castle.
I'm moving nearer, Desiree. There is so hope for you. Please trust in us. I love it. And you will find your true. The ponies and pets to the rescue. We'll save you from the black ponies. The hope is what you need. There'll be challenges and dangers to face, but we'll push them all aside and we'll always succeed. reached the castle and those goblins of the rat. Rather larger than expected, so it takes us by surprise. A raging river, twinkle, stumble through the darkness, there's no way. Go on without me, I'll save myself. Concentrate on saving Desiree.
The group of ponies and guinea pigs, now two less of them than when they had started this journey, watched helplessly as the little ginger guinea pig who belonged to Truly was washed down a river. He had stumbled on some stones by the side of the river, and they could do nothing but watch him tumble in and drift away, further and further out of sight. Twinkle! Try to swim back to me! But the river was pushing the poor little guinea pig in the wrong direction.
Don't worry about me, just go on without me. Go and save my brother and my sister, because you know I really want to see them again. Don't let me stop you.
The guinea pig cried as he was pulled around a corner, out of the ponies and other guinea pigs' sight. Well, I do hope that it'll be alright, his owner said. But I suppose now we'll have to go on without him. Well, that's what he asked you to do, Trolley. He said that you must go and save Pancho and Kathy. And of course, we still must save Desiree. So come on then, let's get going, Lofty said. Why don't you all lead the way, Lofty? Dodge said. After all, being a Pegasus pony, you might see any more dangers ahead of us, quicker than the rest of us. Especially if you fly. Good idea, the Pegasus said. But as she tried to run off, to get ready to fly up into the air ahead of the other ponies and guinea pigs in the group, she found that she could not move. What's going on? Lofty said. It was so dark in Nightmare Land that she could not see what was on the ground. Only Dodge and Sparkle were near enough the ground to tell her what it was. You've got stuck in the mud alongside this horrible river. I'm sorry to say, my dearest Pegasus friend. I wish that I'd seen it so that I could warn you, but I didn't. Well, what are we going to do now, then? You'll have to go on without me, too, I'm afraid to say. The little yellow Pegasus sighed as she sank deeper into the mud. But are you going to be okay? I should think so. I seem to be reaching the ground now. Yes. It just appears that I'm too deep to get out. The mud came up to halfway up the sides of the Pegasus pony's body, even covering half of her wings. Is there nothing we can do? Dodge asked. I'm afraid not. I think that you just better go on without me. And then hopefully you'll be able to save Desiree, Pancho, and Kathy. And then find a way to get me out of this mud on the way back. After all, we don't know what they're doing in Nightmare Castle. It could be more urgent to save the three who have been captured, I'm saying, than to save me now. Oh, Celery, it's hot. I hadn't even thought about it like that. Come on. We must get going, Sparkle said. We don't want something terrible to happen to my brother and my sister and my owner. And so Truly, Lancer, Pinkie Pie, Sparkle and Dodge continued to walk along the edge of the river until they found a very shaky bridge. You know, to me, that bridge does not look very safe, Pinkie Pie said. Look at all those wooden planks that are missing from it. I really don't think it's a good idea to go over there. But we have to, Pinkie Pie. That's the way over to the castle now that this strange river has appeared here. There is no other choice, Pinkie Pie, Dodge agreed with his owner. How else do you expect us to get over there? Well, I guess it's worth a try. But what am I gonna do if I fall? Just be careful, and then you won't fall. Just think, it will be even harder for a guinea pig, because where there are planks of wood missing, I shall have to leap from one to the other, over the great big gaps. You will only have to step over and balance yourself properly. If I propel myself too far through the air," Sparkle said, "then I could end up sailing down to that river below and following my twin brother. I still don't know if we should have left Twinkle back there." "Well, I'm not sure that we should have left Splodge right back at the start, or Lofty in the mud. Just think, Lofty will be able to get over this bridge no problem. She'd probably just fly over and tell us to wait here. But now she's stuck in the mud and it's us left to get over the bridge. Splodge wanted us to though, and I am not going to let my twin brother down." And so Dodge began to make his way across the bridge. The remaining ponies and guinea pigs in the group made their way across the bridge slowly and carefully. Each time that one of them set a hoof or paw down, the bridge creaked and swung dangerously from side to side. "Maybe this was not such a splendid idea," Sparkle said when they were about halfway across. A storm had come up from nowhere, and now rain was pouring down on them. The guinea pig's fur clung to him, and as a streak of lightning shot through the sky, a gust of wind blew the bridge right up onto its side and left it swinging to and fro, faster and faster. The ponies and guinea pigs clung on as hard as they could, the guinea pigs digging their claws into the wood, which was now damp. Most of it was rotten anyway. "Actually, I'm beginning to agree with you there, Sparkle. I don't think that we're ever gonna get across here." "Don't worry, Dodge, we will. Just wait until this bridge settles down again, and then we'll go a little bit further. I would have offered you a ride across this bridge, but you went first. I shouldn't have let you go. And I should have given you a ride across, Sparkle, since Twinkle is not with us," Truly added. The bridge stopped swinging, and the guinea pigs and ponies edged forward a little. They continued to battle their way across, although they could hardly see, the rain was pouring so hard around them. As they walked across, quite a few of the planks of rotten wood gave way, and it was lucky that none of them fell in. But eventually they did reach the other side, and all 5 of them climbed up onto the other side of the riverbank safely. Lancer told Dodge that he would give him a ride, and Truly told Sparkle to get up on her back. And then Truly and Lancer began to gallop on, further towards Nightmare Castle. That was until they heard a voice behind them.
"Wait a moment, I just gotta rest. I'm feeling exhausted after walking all across that bridge. We can't go running on straight away."
The 2 ponies turned around and saw Pinkie Pie limping up the hill behind them. "We can't stop, Pinkie Pie. We gotta go and save Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho, and then get back and look for Twinkle and hope that Splodge and Lofty are still there."
"But I just have to stop,"
Pinkie Pie said, and collapsed onto the grass.
"I can't go on any further. You 2 will have to go alone. With Sparkle and Dodge, of course."
"But you can't just stay in the middle of the grass, Pinkie Pie. We'll have to find somewhere sheltered for you to stop if you really must stop." Just then they spotted a little wooden hut to the side of the path which they were following, which they knew led to Nightmare Castle. "I'll just go in there and check that it's safe," Truly said. "And then you, Pinkie Pie, if it is safe, can go in there, and you'll be sheltered from the rain, and you can just stay in there until we come back, hopefully having saved Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho." Truly wandered inside the hut, with Sparkle on her back. The guinea pig and pony looked around. In the centre of the hut was a round table with all kinds of strange things on it. There were paint pots and paint brushes, pictures of the black pony. There were also lots of strange tools, which Truly and Sparkle could not recognise as anything they had ever seen before. This must be somewhere where the black pony's helpers go when they've had a meeting, maybe to write their diaries about the meeting. And then
Truly spotted something which interested her very much. A set of keys lay on the table, amongst the strange tools, the paint pots, the paint, the needles, and piles of hair extensions all over the table. Sparkle hopped off of the pony's back and jumped onto the table, leaving a wet trail everywhere he went since his fur was so soggy. The guinea pig picked up the keys in his teeth and held them up for Truly to see.
It's the keys to all these diaries. Look, it's the Black Pony of Darkness's keys. There's a key ring on there, and it's got the Black Pony of Darkness's name on it.
The white pony took the keys off of the guinea pig and looked at the other side of the key ring. There was a special hologram picture of the Black Pony of Darkness, standing with a little black pig laying on his back. When she turned the keyring slightly though, the pig became pink, and so did the MLP. No longer was the Black Pony of Darkness standing in the middle of Nightmare Castle in the picture. Instead, a little pink pony with yellow, pink, blue and purple hair stood smiling somewhere on a farm. The little pink pig now had a blue rosette tied around his neck.
We don't have time to stare at a set of keys, Truly. We really must get off to save my owner. All right, Sparkle. I'm going to get Pinkie Pie to have a look at these diaries. If she's staying in here until we come back anyway, she may as well spend the time doing something useful. Pinkie Pie, it's safe to come in here. There's no trap here. It's some kind of Black Pony helper's shelter. But the Black Pony of Darkness has left his keys here, and it appears to be keys to all of the diaries on the shelves, look. I was wondering, while we were up in Nightmare Castle saving Kathy, Pancho, and Desiree, maybe you would be able to have a look through these diaries and see if we can find anything useful. Truly? That sounds like a brilliant idea,
Pinkie Pie said.
I shall start straight away.
And the little pink pony began to pull some of the diaries off of the bottom shelf and pile them up on the table.
We'll be back as soon as we've been up to Nightmare Castle, and hopefully there'll be 3 more of us next time you see us.
But Pinkie Pie was already finding the right key for the first diary. A blue diary with a red star on the front, marked Helper Number 20, 2004. Tree, Lancer, Sparkle and Dodge called out hurried goodbyes to Pinkie Pie and raced on towards the castle.
The Ponies and Pets to the rescue. We're gonna defeat the Black Pony and stop your feeling blue. We're Ponies and Pets to the rescue. No matter what happens, we promise that we will save you.
A little while later though, when they finally got to the clearing where the castle was, Sparkle said,
I know that I originally said that we should go and save my brother, sister, and owner as quickly as possible. But do you think that it's really wise to go in there at this time of night? And how do you know what time of night it is, Skinny Gilly?
Dodge asked.
Because I certainly can't see a clock. Then apparently you haven't noticed that rather large clock right up near the turret on the right side of Nightmare Castle. If you look up there, there's a rather large clock and it says that it's almost 10 p.m. I really do not think that it's wise to go in there at this time of night. Maybe we ought to sleep here for the night, somewhere hidden in these trees, and make our way over to there tomorrow, just after it gets dark, but not this late, because this seems to be when the Black Ponies and their helpers are really quite active.
As if to prove what Dodge was saying, an explosion of several different laughs came from somewhere inside the castle.
Well, I think that you're right there. Maybe we ought to just sleep out here for the night, and then tomorrow evening, around 7 o'clock, we'll make our way over to the castle and go and save Desiree, Pancho, and Kathy.
That's if we aren't already too late.
Don't worry, we won't be. I promised my brother that we would save them.
And so we will, Dodge said. Yes, we will save them. All three of them will come safely home with us tomorrow evening. The black ponies and their helpers at this moment in time were discussing what to do with their three prisoners. They were having a large meeting, and that was where the laughter that Sparkle, Dodge, Truly and Lancer had heard had come from. The Black Pony of Darkness had just got a computer. If the girl from Earth can spy on us, the Black Pony said, as he and his helpers gathered round it, then we can spy on her. First of all, let's try to look up any emails she's received. Do you know her email address, SAS? Helper number 43 stepped forward and told the Black Pony of Darkness that it was Desiree@lycos.co.uk. And what sort of password would a disgusting person like her use? The Black Pony asked.
Something really sickly, I would imagine.
Helper number 2, Eleanor Glastonbury said. Helper number 5, JD, suggested typing in My Little Pony, but the computer said that this password was incorrect. I bet we're along the right lines there though, Darkness, Mary Cluckton said. It was helper number 60, who seemed quite knowledgeable when it came to computers, especially typing in passwords, who suggested, having already suggested Skylark, saying that that was Desiree's middle name, that they try just Little Pony. And that got them into her page. Now we'll know just what those ponies are doing. But, having quickly gone through her 20 or 30 emails, they found that there was nothing of any help to them at all. I don't believe it! There's nothing on here. Couple of letters telling you how to register on different forums, but mostly something to do with a man called Travis. Well, he's nothing to do with us, is he? Helper number 20 muttered something about having a brother called Travis, but that it probably wasn't that Travis, whose emails were all over Desiree Alder's page. The Black Ponies and their helpers also had a quick look through the internet forums which they knew Desiree had joined, but they couldn't find anything of any help to them.
She's rather too clever, isn't she?
Helper number 2, Eleanor Glastonbury said.
She doesn't write anything down. She just talks to her pony friends and they plan it all through that.
Unless, Eleanor, something is written down in Paradise Estate, just on a piece of paper or something, or somewhere in Paradise Land. But I don't see how we can get hold of that. Maybe we should have a closer look on the internet another day, and maybe I'll double check that none of you have communicated with the girl from Earth. A couple of the Black Pony helpers looked nervous for a moment, but then all 59 of the other helpers looked up at Mary Cluckton and shook their heads as they said together, "We haven't, Mary. You know we wouldn't. Anyway, why would we want to communicate with that horrible Desiree Alder girl?" Desiree, Cathy and Poncho sat sadly in the dungeon. They had given up all hope of finding an escape route now. They had already agreed together that today would be the last day that they searched, because they'd already searched every corner of the dungeon 2 or 3 times, and so there was no point searching again. Their only hope now was that somebody would come and rescue them, and with every day that passed, that seemed less and less likely. But truly, Lancer, Sparkle and Dodge did not go to Desiree, Cathy and Poncho's rescue the following evening, because when the 2 ponies and the 2 guinea pigs had woken up on the morning of Thursday the 4th of May and had looked around one of the trees, which was at the front of the clump of trees where they were hiding, they had found that the black ponies and their helpers were setting up for some kind of fair. All of the helpers were setting up tables, and on all of the tables were lots of plastic My Little Ponies, but like none which truly Lancer, Sparkle and Dodge had ever seen. If Desiree had been there, they would have asked her to identify the ponies for them, but of course she wasn't, so all that they could say was that they were very strange looking, and that most of them were very shiny and yet rough looking at the same time, and their hair was very glossy and straight. The black ponies and their helpers spent all day buying and selling these strange plastic ponies, and so truly Lancer, Sparkle and Dodge could not go and rescue the three creatures who they were hoping to save on Thursday the 4th of May 2006 after all. At 7:40 on Friday the 5th of May 2006, however, truly Lancer, Twinkle and Dodge began to make their way to the front of the clump of trees once more.
You go first,
Dodge said to his owner.
Yes, I think that the ponies should lead. After all, you are probably the bravest of all of us. Especially braver than our little fatty-ratty friend here.
It's not to do with who is brave, Skinny Gilly,
But
ponies should always lead, since this is Ponyland and not the Isle of Guinea Pigs where we, the little black-nosed Abyssinian guinea pigs, one of my ancestors, in fact, ruled over little skinny, ginger-haired, short-haired guinea pigs.
Truly and Lancer took no notice of the argument that was going on behind them as they started to walk slowly and cautiously out of the little group of trees.
it appears to be safe,
Truly said, as she came back and told the guinea pigs that it was all right to come out about 2 minutes later. Dodge skipped out of the clearing of trees, having wanted to stretch his legs for a long time. It was only about 20 seconds later that he realized that Sparkle hadn't followed him.
Sparkle? Are you there? Where are you, Sparkle?
Truly, Lancer and Dodge walked back to the little clump of trees and found that Sparkle was still laying in the same place where he had been before, except that now something looked different about him. No longer could they see all of the ginger guinea pig, because now a special kind of bramble was wrapping itself all the way around the guinea pig. It must be very fast growing, as when Dodge had jumped out of the clump of trees, the brambles had not been there. But then the black-nosed Abyssinian saw why.
It's some kind of trap,
Dodge said.
Look, that little red button on the ground. I must have trodden on it as I skipped out of the clump of trees and somehow set off these magical brambles. So what are we going to do now?
Well, we must free Sparkle.
Truly said.
I don't think that we can, Truly. Look, there's a note on the ground.
It's a note from the Black Pony of Darkness, and it says that you will not be able to stop the brambles unless whatever you have come to do in Nightmare Land has already been done. Then the brambles will just disappear naturally.
I'm afraid that means, Sparkle, that until we've saved Desiree, Kathy, and Poncho, we cannot free you. We'll try to be as fast as we can.
Sparkle could not speak, as a rather long piece of bramble was wrapped around his nose and mouth. So instead he scrabbled on the ground in reply and sniffed loudly. we really must try to hurry," Truly said. And so she, Lancer and Dodge raced over to the castle. The drawbridge was tightly closed, and there was no sounds coming from the castle to suggest that anyone but the black pony was inside. But as they could not get through the drawbridge, they would have to try to jump through one of the windows. But would this work? To find out, you will have to turn over to side B of number 13 in the My Little Pony mystery series, The Ponies and Pets to the Rescue, Tape 2.